One.
It's working!
Oh my god, that was so loud. Jeez.
We're back!
And welcome to A Dose of Candor with Jay and Leigh.
We're back, baby! After, what, like almost 4 months?
It's been a while.
Listen, we've been meaning to record, but we just have been like pushing it off so bad.
Yeah, there's been a lot. Life.
So I think your hair this is your hair.
Yeah, that definitely looks like my hair.
So I'm just like, so your hair is on my socks.
I'll sweep again later.
Doggy snack.
So yeah, I had my surgery, and
Wait, have we not recorded since after?
did we? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I think we have because your surgery was what?
Did I wear my thing in one of our things?
No, because remember we wanted.
I had a nose.
We wanted you to fully
like
heal.
What do they
canoe?
call them?
Yeah, because I remember. Can I say what you asked me in the way you asked it?
Sure.
She goes, "Bitch, did they tell you what did you stick up your nose or in your face?"
Oh God, what a stent? Was it a stent?
I think that's what it was. She goes, "Bitch," I was like, first of all.
Well, because okay, so my mom and my cousin say that to each other all the time, and sometimes it like rubs off. But no, like, so something felt off. Like, I could tell I wasn't like myself. I was like, something is wrong. Like, so at one of my follow-up appointments, I was like, something's wrong. Like, and I was like trying to explain to them like how it felt. I was like, I feel like there's something there. Like something is off. And then that's when he told me like about the stent. He's like, well, let me see if the stent moved or this or that. And I'm like, I had no idea they put something up there. Yeah. But then you were like, they could have told me, but they used a lot of big words and I don't know.
But also, like, I kind of understood a little bit of what they were talking about. Hold on, I gotta burp again. Because of the stuff you were telling me, and they basically like just repeated everything you said.
Yeah. So I honestly, I can't remember.
That took forever.
Yeah, I was in surgery longer than scheduled and anticipated. Because
you went back there at like what, like 10,
it was. I want to say it
something?
took them like double the amount of time.
You didn't go back there until like 11, like. No, that you were in like surgery at like 12.
Late. Yeah, I did go in late because of like other issues.
It was like 12 o'clock because I was messaging your mom and she's like, "Is she back?" Yeah, I'm like, "No, but they should be taking her back soon."
Yeah, because the anesthetist was like kind of a little paranoid and he wanted to get a hold of one of the other specialists.
Yeah.
So, which I mean is good. Like, caution is good. But we did start late and got out late, and then of course since it took longer than they scheduled and anticipated, so it was just like it was
Yeah, we definitely have talked about that because that was not even that long after I got my permit.
Okay, I think we did then. I don't know. See, guys, like life happens and you don't even know. But I will say this. So what we were kind of excited about, to just let you guys know, is that like we are no longer like, how can you get a dose of candor if you're censoring yourself and you're being nice and polite and diplomatic and neutral, and I'm over it.
We've been kind of like overly censoring ourselves.
We have, because I mean that's kind of how I am in real life. Like I try to be very neutral and diplomatic, and like I'm really good in high conflict situations because I used to be a social worker, and so I always try to have like that middle ground and get the whole perspective of everybody, and but you know what?
But it's kind of hard to do that when you're like walking on eggshells and not being like fully honest.
Yeah, it is, and I'm just honestly sick and tired of other people's bullshit. Like straight out bullshit and blatant lies. And working a system, and I'm done. I'm done being neutral. I'm done being diplomatic. I'm gonna start calling people straight out on their bullshit. I've had it. I'm done. I've reached my point, where it's like, no, like now.
And by the way, it takes a lot for her to reach that point.
It does. No, I have so many people that tell me I'm like the most patient person that they have ever known in the whole world.
Unless you're overstimulated. That's about it.
And so no, I'm done. And the thing that's really gotten me to my tipping point is like just a lot of things kind of like
built up into one.
Yeah, like a cascade, like a lot of different things, and it's kind of like just this big old avalanche, and everything's just building and building and building, and it's just like, okay, no, I've had it with everything. Certain things more than others, especially like our family law case, because my ex-husband continuously files things in court that are false. Like he purposely files false information to make me look bad.
It's crazy how, because I've witnessed that. When he's been like texting her about like stop texting off of his phone, and I'm sitting right there, I'm like,
the kids, because he doesn't like what they're saying, and he knows that can be used against him in court, that they don't want to be with him. So he does anything he can to give doubt to anything. So he will say that it's me texting from their phone saying it. And it's like, no, like, so, but I've got witnesses and everything. But no, I'm just sick and tired. So I tell the truth. I don't have to lie. His own actions make him look bad. So I tell the truth. I don't have to lie. When I file things, everything I file is truthful and factual. But what he plays at... Yeah, what he does is he will then, just to attack my character, he will file a whole bunch of false allegations against me just to attack my character. And then to also redirect the attention onto me. But then I can't get any hearings or anything from the judge on what I'm filing. But she will immediately give him hearings and mediations and trials.
Who said that?
But she won't even look at my motions or petitions. She won't give me hearing dates. She won't give me anything because she is sexist against her own gender. And she is the reason a woman got killed. There you go, Judge Hawthorne. I'm talking about you, Leigh County, Florida. Judge Amy Hawthorne, 20th Judicial Circuit Court. You murdered a woman. You are responsible for it. You are the one that denied her a restraining order, and you treat women like we are criminals when all we do is tell the truth and try to protect us and our own children. But you don't care. You always side with the men and the abusers because for some reason you hate your own gender. There you go. And I'm going to start telling all. And I've got appellate cases too. You got one of them dismissed because the clerk of court didn't file my stuff properly, even though I followed protocols. But you know what? I got another appellate case going, so we'll see how that happens. But no, I am ready to call bullshit on everybody. I'm done.
You okay?
I'm done.
Okay, I've
had it.
Okay, can I clarify something? I don't know if they can hear in the audio. I'm more shocked.
The name is Alford. Alford. Okay,
as I was saying, it may seem like I was laughing a little bit. I wasn't laughing. I'm just shocked, only because I've seen all of the bullshit.
I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. And it's sad when he threatens to kill me and the kids. All these years, we have had all these threats. Nothing ever happens to him. DCF. You want to
call his first name too?
Michael. Okay. But no, DCF won't do anything because they say
Florida. I swear to God, Florida's DCF sucks fucking ass.
They say that, you've got a family law case, they'll take care of it, but we're not going to do anything because as long as there's one safe parent for the kids to go home to, then we don't step in, and we've deemed me, as the safe parent, and you just really need to get back into family law court.
But you want to know what's
and then they tell me, every single DCF worker has told me, just don't let the kids go back to his house.
But it's like you have to, or else.
But I have to, because we have a time-sharing court order through the family law court.
Yeah.
And so I can't do that. And then when I file things to try to get it taken care of through the family law court, Hawthorne won't even look at my stuff or give me any hearings or anything. So it's like nothing ever gets done. And has he been been arrested or anything for threatening to kill me and the kids over all these years? No. Lee County, Florida does absolutely nothing. And actually, you know what? What was it, like 2 years ago? He threatened our youngest son.
Yeah.
He threatened to murder him and told him exactly how he was going to do it. He said he was going to pick him up, carry him up to the roof, like use a ladder, carry him up to the roof and throw him off the roof and kill him. What did the Lee County Sheriff Office tell me when I called it in after my son told me and his therapist in a therapy session? The dad can discipline the kids however he wants.
Yeah, and they called that is not discipline.
They called him threatening to kill our son discipline. Yeah. When I've reported other things to DCF through the years where the kids would come home and tell me that, oh, daddy says he's going to unalive us all. And then the kids would literally play dead on the floor. Play dead. Yeah, I would be cooking dinner and I'd be like, what are you guys doing? And then that's when they would tell me what they were doing and why.
I gotta say,
it's so great. Florida, you're amazing. I love living here. It's so great.
Okay.
Oh, I fucking hate this place.
I think we should move on to a different...
hate this place. Lee County, Florida. Not worth it.
I think we need to move on to a different topic.
I'm done. I'm not being nice anymore, people. No, I'm done. I'm over it. Protect me and my kids. Stop the abusive father from continuing the abuse through legal abuse, financial abuse, and even threatening to fucking kill us. Okay. And we'll have other episodes about other things that he's done. And if y'all want, I'll even share reports. Happy to do so.
I was thinking that we should do an entire episode on it, especially because that is such a big issue.
Uh-huh. And I'm not the only mom that goes through this here.
But you are, and
I find even the attorneys here have told me of the corruption.
Oh yeah.
Even we have a thing in Lee County called the ACT. It's the Abuse and Counseling Center. They're aware of all of it. They've told me things. I mean, these are professionals who are telling me about how the corruption is here and how families don't get protected in Lee County, Florida. Yeah. Anyway, so what else do we want to talk about? But yeah, we're not censoring ourselves. No, this is candor. We're gonna be truthful. I'm not censoring anymore. Freedom of speech. And it's not defamation if it's the truth. And if you don't like how you look to people, then act better. Be better. Okay.
So how's y'all's days been?
Like my blood pressure probably really high right now.
Yeah, you need to calm down.
Anyway, so what's new with you?
Not much. Just find out I could die. Oh yeah, well, we haven't given them the update about like anything health wise.
No, I mean it's been. I want to say it's probably been a good 3 months since we've recorded.
Yeah, and I've had a good couple of doctor's appointments because I think the last time we talked on the podcast and updated anything about my health is I wanted to have an appointment about taking it out.
Yeah.
So that's not an option. Basically, I need to get closer to my mic, basically. Jesus Christ. I think they agree too. So basically what they were telling me is they showed me my CT scan and everything. And where the mass is like right by like where my heart and my lungs are. And they basically told me that if they were to like remove it, I could like internally bleed and die because that's blocking where everything's coming in from. Yeah. And I tried so hard not to cry at that appointment.
Right.
Because it's like that's obviously what I was not wanting to hear at all.
Right.
Especially because even now I tell you all the time, I'm like, I'm having so much pain.
I know. Well, and then of course, like, it's just like, well, why can you get like a second or third opinion? And
yeah.
Because I know my mom, when we were kind of telling her the update, was like, she was like, well, I have an old friend from high school where they had to remove half of her lung and she's, you know, obviously living.
Yeah, they said in order to take it out, if I wanted to, they would have to remove one of my lungs. And my mom was like, no.
Yeah, and I was like, well, why can't they just take out that one part though? But that's why it's like, can you get a second or third opinion?
Yeah, but with everything that's been going on with my mom, I don't see her
Oh my gosh.
taking me to go get a second or third opinion. I mean, I'll be 18.
There's a lot. Yeah.
I'll be 18 in like a little bit less than 10 months, so I'll go and do that myself. I already got a bunch of stuff I gotta do when I'm 18.
You got like a little to-do list.
I know, because I obviously plan on going down to change my last name to my mom's last name, and we looked that up, and that is a lot of work.
It is. There's a good couple things to do. And actually, well, what's funny is that the boys actually tell me that they want to change their name to my maiden name, because I plan on changing my name back when I can, because that's another thing. I was denied the ability to have my maiden name back in the divorce decree, which a lot of people were like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah. So at this point, I'm just like gonna wait till the boys are 18.
Yeah, because then they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, because they want to change their name to my maiden name along with me, because
I like your maiden name.
They don't want their dad's last name.
I think as a teacher, your last name, your maiden name would have been easier to pronounce, honestly.
Yeah. What did you guys say? You and one of your friends, and you were like, your maiden name sounds like royalty.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember who it was.
I forget, but no. So yeah, I much prefer my maiden name, and actually, I was never gonna change my name when I got married.
But it would have been so special to him if
the only reason I did was as a gift to Mike, because he basically like sat me down and told me how special and meaningful it would be to him if I changed my last name to his.
I'm sorry. I was even telling you this. If I ever got married, because that was one of the things my dad said. He's like, well, whenever you get married, you're going to change your last name. I'm sorry. No, the fuck I'm not. If I'm going through all this trouble to change my last name to my mom's name, I am not going to trouble to change my last name when I get married.
Yeah, I wish I never did it. But I mean, obviously at the time I was like trying to show Michael that I loved him and that his feelings meant something to me about the situation.
Yeah.
So I did what I did. I can't go back. But I do want my maiden name back. I've never been a fan of this name anyway.
Yeah, we always called her Alfredo.
Alfredo, Miss Alfredo. It was so funny because like you guys would joke about it, and actually I think Gracie was the first one that called me Miss Alfredo, and she's like, and someone corrected her, and she's like, oh, like I don't know why a lot of you guys had problems pronouncing Alfred.
Well, especially because the list that they give you,
a lot of people say Alfred.
Well, that's what it looks like it's spelled like.
No, well, it's easy to mix it up.
The way that you the way I looked at it, it was Alfred. And I was like, oh, that's such a weird ass last name.
But yeah, so I think Gracie was the first one that called me Miss Alfredo. And then when someone corrected her, she was like, oh, and I think she like thought I'd be mad. And I'm like, I don't mind. I don't care. I was like, I love Alfredo. You can call me Alfredo.
Right.
So then it like kind of became like,
a big thing.
Kind of like a big like signature thing.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing though, because like that stuff didn't bother me, so it was just like, yeah, go ahead, like I don't care. But I know some teachers like would get butthurt if you call them by a different name.
Yeah. It's funny because my history teacher, Mr. Rodecker, he goes, you can call me Mr. R, you can call me Mr. Roadwrecker, you can call me Mr. Rodecker, like I don't care. He goes, I got a bunch of nicknames that kids call me. If you want to come up with a new one, you go right ahead. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know, but you know what I think is really interesting, so this is just my perspective. I don't know if the kids' perspectives are different.
Okay.
Because I was a social studies teacher, okay? And I feel like the social studies department teachers are like so much more laid back and like kind of maybe a little more go with the flow than other departments. But like the math department though, like very strict. And I actually got at one of the schools I taught at, when I told the kids that they could call me Miss Kristen. Mm-hmm. Like one of the teachers actually, like when she got wind of it, came into my room in the middle of one of my lessons, like barged in and was telling me how inappropriate it was that I was giving the kids permission to call me Miss Kristen, because they were having the same problem as you guys, having a hard time pronouncing the last name correctly, and they didn't want to be disrespectful. And I was like, you can just call me Miss Kristen. That's fine. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And that was a math department teacher. And for some reason, I felt like she just like hated me after that. And she was like, no, these kids need to show respect and blah, blah, blah. And that's not
I have something to say about that.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. But she ended up leaving after that semester anyway. So I was like, whew, didn't have to deal with her the rest of the school year. But yeah, it was like, I feel like the math department teachers are like much more like, rawr. And like the social studies
I agree with that.
teachers
Oh, shit.
are like,
oh, sorry.
Okay, whatevs.
My phone ran out of storage. No more viewing for me, but it's okay. I have something to say about that.
What's that?
First of all, I agree with I don't know what that was for, but I agree with the whole, like, the math department being really strict, only because I've always been in, like, besides 8th grade year, I've always been in, like, advanced math classes, and they're like, go, go, go. But even, like, then 8th grade year, I was learning algebra in a pre-algebra class. Yeah. But that's because I was just so smart and ahead of everybody else. What can I say? Love you all, my friends. I promise. Oh, no, but about the name thing. I don't understand why I'm not even going to say just teachers, but some people think, like, if you accidentally, like, mispronounce their name or, like, you call them something different. Yeah. Or, like, people get jealous when, like, for your instance, like, when people called you a different, like, name. Why they think it's so disrespectful. It is just a name. Your last name does not make you important. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but who do you think you are? You're not the top of the king or something, whatever.
Right. Well, some people get these God complexes.
I'm sorry, but you
kind of like the principal at my kid's school right now. Okay. That's a whole other topic.
Yeah, that should be like, mixed in only because of other stuff.
But yeah, so you know what? Since you're out of video, let's go ahead and just get all this stuff posted, and we'll just, you know, that'll leave up some room, and we'll get another thing going. Because she got me a Harry Potter shirt too, so I'll put that on for our next little video. Yeah. But all right, guys. Well, we'll go ahead and get off of here.
What is that? I don't even know.
Check out our social media and everything else, and we'll get everything updated. We promise.
Promise.
All right. Bye.
Bye.